I was never going to be a men's physique.
Didn't have much of an off season.
I like his physique better.
I'm always very energetic. I will have to put me as one of the greatest.
Mr. Olympia was won by the back.
I want to talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's been in the news, in the last couple of weeks. I know I want to hear your take on it, right? Because I feel like I've seen some of the comments you've made, and I feel like you're gonna have a totally different opinion. But basically, you know what he said, right? I mean, the interview, he basically was saying, he came off a little aggressive, but what he was actually saying is, you got to care about the majority of people, not just about yourself.
You don't need to explain it to me. I saw it. I saw it one time. And for some reason, yes, I know when he said, screw your freedom.
That became the focus of the whole thing.
That became the focus.
The only focus, right?
And listen, if you come to a party with me and you catch me drinking a few times, I think I would have been canceled, 20 years ago. 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last year, there's certain things you say when you think you can say them. And right now, a lot of people are too soft. They're too soft on words. They're too soft on what they hear. They jump the gun on the smallest thing that really is irrelevant to what the person really is. I think Arnold's more American than most Americans, actually. Arnold came here, Weeder gave him the opportunity, brought him here. Arnold is the American dream. And a lot of people that are trying to call him anti-American they barely have a green card. They're not even citizens. Are they even applying for the citizenships? Are they even doing anything? Are they even doing community service? Are they volunteering? And the reason I ask this is because Arnold gives back more than any of these people that themselves criticizing him based on jumping the gun on screw your freedom, like I said in some of my comments, he didn't say screw your freedom like when America became free in 1776, July 4th, and they declared their freedom from England. And you look over to the side, and the natives and the Africans, they weren't Americans yet. They were just born there, but they're not Americans because they're slaves. Hey, so that means we're free too. The white man looks over and says, "No, screw your freedom. We're free, not you." So that's not the kind of screw your freedom Arnold said. He's basically just said,
be responsible, essentially.
Yeah. Be responsible, with your freedom, yes, you are free, but it doesn't mean be carelessly free. Wear your mask.
I'm glad you one of the first, because a lot of people, they either went out against him and when it happened, or they stayed silent, right? You were the first pro bodybuilder that I think is actually, defending him in a sense. But do you feel like, when people start taking down his posters, right? I'm not going to say any names, but when you see people take down his posters over one word, like, why over one specific, Like, why just so quickly jump out of the window,
That's what's tripping me out, because, and I always say, the worst kind of fan is the bodybuilding fan, because they're so quick to just dump you and drop you for the smallest things, and it all has to go back to insecurities. Bodybuilders are the most insecure in the sports industry, because we have to deal with looking good, staying relevant, staying big, staying, we have a lot of challenges on us, So when he said just one word, and they're so quick to take down the poster, and please, guys, so anybody that's listening to this, if we really don't love Arnold or don't care about him, or you never liked him from the beginning, you're scapegoating on this, you're scapegoating. Do not, if you do take down your posters, you do have books, you have, unused Arnold shirts, send them to me. Give it to me, all right? That's right. Send it over to me. I'll gladly take them from you. Obviously, they're torn up. You know, that's what you decided to do, whatever. But it's the same people that, oh my God, you know, I was inspired by Arnold. I started bodybuilding because of Arnold. I love Arnold and Pumping Iron. I watched it 20 times. This is the reason I watched Generation Iron and so forth, you know. All you motherfuckers are full of shit, you know. All you guys are full of crap. You're opportunists. I seen you sweating Arnold when he's walking through the Arnold Classic. I seen you jumping like bitches jumping, you know, on a dollar bill in a strip club, you know, and it's you know, I seen you guys I seen you guys all the time, every year for the last, you know, 15 plus years at the Arnold Classic, jumping on him
And
and
they still gonna go there. I think they're not gonna stop watching and going. You know, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it was a more of a spur of the moment thing.
we're a hypocritical country. That's all it is, you know. And it's I love America, you know, but it's, you know, you got to speak the facts about it. You know, we're hypocritical. You know, we lie to ourselves. Our government lies to us all the time. You know, listen, all the people that are making fun of him will never even make it to be a councilman in the local district. You know, let alone governor. And if you think you're more American than Arnold, what are you doing for your country? You know, other than typing on a keyboard. So, on that behalf, I mean, he was just misread. He was scapegoated for whatever reason. The same reason the Arnold was trying to be shut down last year in 2020 from even being a show. So it's Arnold diehard over here. I have many friends that have said many weird and bad things on, you know, women's rights and women's this and stuff that's cringy, but I'm not going to cut them off on one bad remark, you know. Now, if this is how they live and this is how they act on a daily basis, then it's up to me to either cut them off or shout them out and, you know, cancel them myself, you know. But he is definitely not one of them, Vlad.
Absolutely. No, I respect your opinion 100%. And I feel like the fact that we're talking about it right now, you know, people should hear your point of view when it comes to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it has nothing. Listen, Arnold, we haven't broke bread together. We haven't eaten together. We haven't drank a beer or anything like that. He didn't just give me his trophy. I worked hard and I earned my win at the Arnold. And to this day, he can stand next to me. I can, you know, out of respect, I just don't push myself on him. I think I just posted a picture, you know, in honor the other day of Sean Perrine, and Arnold happened to be there. And the reason why Arnold was there is because Arnold spoke in Sean Perrine's memorial, and the things he said about Sean, it was I knew Sean really loved Arnold, you know, and that's why I put the picture of him and Arnold, because he has so much respect for him. And people that know Sean know he's not the one to be a bad judge of character, you know, when you have somebody. And then for Arnold to speak on his, you know, Arnold knew that Sean was a great man. And I think we lost him too soon. I made sure that the picture was not about Arnold and in the light of everything else that went on. It was basically a remembrance of Sean. And right away, that's why I wrote in capital letters, listen, you guys want to air out anything about Arnold, please go to his other pictures, because this is not about him or anybody on the picture, not about Steve, not about John, me, or you know, anybody else that was on the picture. Just you know, and people still, you know, chose to try to write, and all I could do is just erase it and keep it on a positive note, because this wasn't about any of us, you know. So it's hard to watch, it's hard to see, but it's what we live in now.